Joe here, and Joe's a patient of mine with significant problems with back pain, and I first caught up with Joe back in 2014 around April, and we identified some pretty significant spinal problems, which I'll show you now. This was Joe's lumbar spine. As you can see, he's got quite a significant spondylolisthesis there. And Joe at the time was, tell us how heavy you were when I first saw you, Joe?
Well, 106.
106 kilograms. And what did you understand was causing that? Why were you 106 kilograms?
I just love having the goodies.
Goodies, yeah.
All the wrong things.
What did you think you were eating the wrong things, or did that weight just creep up on you slowly over the years?
Oh, well, I suppose being in the Air Force, you know, having your drinks and nibblies and all that, it slowly went on.
Yeah.
And,
were you drinking a lot of alcohol, or?
I'd have a few binges.
Just a few binges, but not like a six-pack every night or anything like that. Yeah.
No.
And what? Had you ever visited a dietitian, or had you tried to lose weight before?
No.
So there was no conscious effort to think, 106 kilograms is a little bit too heavy.
Yeah, when I got to having to get new pant size, I thought, I should do something about it, but
you didn't sort of take the next step.
Didn't take
to actually try it. And what would have been your standard breakfast and lunch and dinner? What was your typical breakfast a year ago?
Most days it was muesli, usually milk or muesli and yogurt. And
flavoured yogurt or natural yogurt?
Just Greek yogurt,
Greek
yogurt.
Yep.
And cup of coffee.
Yep.
But then
any toast?
No.
Any others?
What I'd do was morning tea. I'd have some bickies and cuppa, and lunch. All depends where I was. I might have 4 pieces of bread and peanut butter.
So that would be like morning tea or pre-lunch sort of.
Pre-lunch, yeah.
Snack. So were you feeling peckish around morning tea? Did you have that sort of?
Yeah.
That hunger sort of set in around 10:30, 11 o'clock, and you really felt like you had to have something, and then you had 4 slices of bread.
And my wife goes to the gym every morning, so when she come home, we'd have some lunch, and it'd probably be a smoothie, or I'd have some more bread. A fruit smoothie. Yeah. Fruit smoothie or vegetable smoothie, or fruit.
How many pieces of fruit would you chuck in the smoothie?
Well, it'd be a couple of bananas, frozen bananas and frozen mango.
Yep. And what about dinner time? What was a staple dinner meal?
Oh, the usual meat, veggies, potatoes.
Yep.
And enjoyed meat potatoes.
Yep.
And,
how many, would you have a full baked potato on a plate?
Oh, yeah, a couple of them. Yeah.
A couple of those, yeah. So, you came to see me about your back problems, and did it surprise you that we spent a fair bit of time talking about your weight?
Yeah.
And we know that weight has a pretty significant influence on back pain. What did you then learn from our conversations? What was the main take-home message you got from our conversations?
Well, there's the different things that I was eating, and before I met you, I cut the sugar out of my coffee and that, and because when you spoke to what I needed to do, I told my wife, and she says, "I've been telling you that for years."
So your wife was in the know, but it didn't really hit home.
No.
So what have you done now? What have you changed? What did you have for breakfast this morning?
Greek yogurt and ground cinnamon powder on it.
Yep.
And
are you still having your 4 slices of toast at morning tea?
No.
Are you afraid of having an omelette and bacon and eggs for brekkie?
Oh, I've had bacon and eggs for breakfast a few times.
Yep.
And I've had boiled eggs and a vegetable smoothie at lunchtime.
Vegetable smoothie, not bananas and mango smoothie, right?
Yeah.
And have you cut back a bit on things like pasta and potatoes and
I tried excuse me, I tried their cauliflower
rice?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
But we still do have the ordinary rice, but not as much.
Yeah.
So, and pasta every once in a while, and it's always a small portion.
And so you've just come back from a cruise, and they would have had buffet meals there on the cruise, and so when you were eating, did you sort of have a bit of a more awareness of what not to sort of overconsume?
Yeah.
Because knowledge is power, right? And you know.
Yeah, that's right. Well, we ate in the restaurants most of the time, and so you're getting a decent meal there, and we'd have desserts. But if we went off the ship, when we come back, go and have a snack up in the buffet, it'd be lettuce, tomato, onions, cheese, a bit of chicken, things like that.
But you're not sort of hoeing into the big pasta dishes and the huge amounts of potato dishes and potato bake and rice dishes and
that's right.
Things like that, and keeping bread consumption down to a minimum.
I can say I haven't had a piece of bread for about 4 months.
Wow.
So,
do you have any cravings for that sort of food, or are you quite satisfied? Your hunger is satisfied very well.
Yeah, you do. I do have a craving, when I get a piece of bread and whack some peanut butter on it and banana and that. Yeah. So.
But do you feel quite satisfied after a bacon and eggs brekkie? You don't sort of have that morning tea craving for 4 pieces of bread anymore.
No.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
And let's have a look at you now. Stand up for us, Joe. And slide on, yeah. And Joe, tell us what's your current weight?
This morning in the birthday suit, 85 kilo.
85 kilograms, down from 106 kilograms. So that's over 20 kilograms of weight loss. And the big question: what is your back pain like? What's your back pain feeling like?
It's less, but it's still very annoying. But it's amazing, that I've. It's like carrying around a bag of cement.
20 kilograms everywhere you go, right in the middle of your belly. And okay, well, Joe, thanks so much for talking to us about that, and I'm sure the people in the audience will love hearing and appreciate your story, and hopefully you'll be able to help other people as well.